Okay, do you want to go ahead and start?
Hi, I'm going to introduce you to our 1986 Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser station wagon with rear-facing bench seat. It's a beauty and works great, ice cold air, and we're going to start with a tour of the outside, so if you want to come with me, take a closer look at things. Overall, the car is in good shape. We're actually the third owner of the car. To my knowledge, it's always been in Florida, so it hasn't, been subject to a lot of the elements up north. There is some paint wear over the years, as you can see. Some of it is just a good cleaning we'll take care of. Some of it might be just due to its age. You can see down here there's actually a part missing. One of these metal parts here. Got the nice tires on it. We actually got some tires changed out not too long ago. And then here, it's missing the little Oldsmobile sign.
Just one.
You come up front, has a nice Oldsmobile decal here. Looks great up front. Again, it's from 1986, so it's got a couple years on its back. A quick note about the antenna here. It does not extend all the way back out, or at least I haven't forced it to. I think it's supposed to go up and down automatically. It doesn't anymore. The radio also works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure if it's an electrical problem or whatnot, but not sure about that. Down here you see it has the Oldsmobile sign on that. That's a little bit faded just from time. Has a nice custom cruiser decal right here. And then it should be pointed out that some of the seals around the windows definitely need to be repaired. As you see here, there's some cracking in the seals. So that's definitely something that I would recommend fixing. There are a few spots of rust, kind of isolated to the back of the car right here. There's a tiny spot right there.
Pretty small. And
then there's a few more spots right here and here. Again, overall, not a huge rust issue in this car.
You can see how small that is.
Exhaust, again, looks a little bit worn. And then I do believe that these wagons used to have kind of a plastic that ran right here. I know that a lot of them, it kind of decays over time, so I think that's what happened on this one.
Sure, there's a new tire on this side.
Yeah, that's
here.
what I
We
was
couldn't
mentioning
find the white wall for it.
Yeah, that's the new one that I was mentioning.
Yeah, that's a brand new tire.
And then here's the fuel area. Again, it's pretty simple, straightforward. But you can see here, if you want to film in here, like here, the bottom here, there's a little bit of rust right in here. You can see that.
Yeah.
But overall, it's in clean shape.
Yeah.
Again, if we continue the tour here, the cool thing, it has the top rack, so for any of you surfers or people that want to kind of put a suitcase or anything else, this is very, very sturdy and it's great for travel. All right, next we're going to show you the inside of the car. So let's
start
just
with the back. Start with the
back. Again, it has a door that opens nice and wide, so it's great for loading things. Now, I have it with the rear-facing seat down right now, so when it's in this configuration, you have an awesome trunk down here. You can show them.
Yeah, it's a big trunk.
It's a big trunk. You also have a large area to put things here. In addition, you're actually able to fold down the next level seat, which I'm going to show you in just a second.
Can you fold down this one?
Yeah, I'm going to fold down the next one. I'm going to fold it down to show the flat, and then I'll show it back up to show all the seats.
Oh, okay.
So let me unlock it real quickly. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's all folded down to show you how much cargo space you actually have. The whole interior is still original. It's nice. The ceiling isn't coming down or anything. A lot of these old cars, you have like the draping ceiling or anything like that. It folds down real nice and easy. And again,
wow, you got a lot of room here.
Got a ton of room. Just a couple leaves. Overall, very clean. Was kept very clean. So this is the folded down configuration. Again, we're talking huge space. You could easily go camping and put a mattress in the back and sleep there. Or if you're transporting materials, it's really a huge area here. All right, now let's assume that you actually want to go somewhere with your friends. You can easily put up the seat. Again, and it has a seat cover on it, but actually if you remove the seat cover, you see under here, it's actually all the original seats, and there are no tears or anything in the seats that I've seen. we had the seat cover on it just to protect it, so it's actually in really good shape. And I can remove the rest of these seat covers just so you get a look of how nice and clean the interior is. If you want to, seat covers kind of strap down right there, but you can kind of get the gist of it. It's still original everything.
Okay.
Even has the original ashtray. Now there's some vintageness right there for you.
Yes.
Don't have that anymore in the kids' seats. Also has seat belts right back here, so it's safe for all your passengers to ride with you. I'm going to show you the way back seat, as many of you will remember. One of the cool features of this car, which you can't find anymore these days, is a rear-facing bench seat. So to put that up, you actually just fold this down. And next thing you see, there's a little lever right here if you want to come over and show them. Right here, you just put this lever, whoops, and the seat kind of almost sets itself up. And I want you to kind of zoom in on this material here, really show the great shape that it's in. I'm not going to lie, it could probably use a vacuuming.
Go ahead and sit there.
So if you actually sit here, this is the way to ride.
Go ahead.
Now, if you want to hand me the camera real quick, I just want to show you some interior details here, or if you want to film it, actually,
Yeah.
I guess it's just as good.
Glove box back here?
Yeah, there's a glove box back here, which is a little snug here. Maybe you can, some man strength. In the meantime, we have some more storage right here.
I think it's locked right now.
Okay, locked, but there's a glove box back here. And again, here's kind of the view from the back to the front. I also want to point out the ceiling. There's a light back here. And then you see there's a little bit of discoloration on the ceiling, but really not that much to speak of. And overall, the ceiling, given the age of the car, is in absolute tip-top shape.
Okay.
All right, and now we're going to go look at the front seat. My very graceful exit here. And we take a look at the front of the car. Again, you have a bench seat in the front. I mean, the feeling of this car is like you're riding a couch, you know, like your living room couch. Show them this here too. Like I mentioned, some of the seals, especially around the doors, especially the doors that were used a lot, they're just kind of disintegrating due to age. And a little bit of rust, as you can see in the doors. Again, given the age of the car, not that much to speak of. Other areas, totally rust-free. So really not talking about most areas being rusted at all. All right.
Yeah, they don't use salt in Florida, so.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to hand me the camera real quick, I want to give them a nice tour of the inside here.
How many miles are on it?
It's actually 127,410 miles currently. The odometer actually just says 27,000 miles because the 100 didn't, didn't roll over. So, but it's right here. Kind of zoom in on it. All right. Got lights, all your standard lights. Kind of got the standard dash, horn. There's a little chipping right here, not too much to speak of. Not chipping, but it's just kind of old plastic. What's nice is if you look at the dash, a lot of these old dashes are broken. This one isn't. Little discoloration here on the mirror. Again, clean. The car doesn't have a bad odor to it. It smells like a vintage car, but it's not it was always kept real nice and clean. And then you have a nice glove box right here. And then you have electric everything. This was the deluxe version, so you got electric windows and everything. So I'm going to start the car up.
Show the engine first?
Sure. We're going to show the engine. All right, John's going to walk you through the engine, and then I'll come back and we'll start it right on up. Open it for you here. If you want to kind of walk them through it, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got it's been kept up well. Pretty much, as you can see, there's a new battery just been put in today, actually. Brand new interstate battery. Everything's been checked over. I don't know what else to say here. I'll wait till she comes back here. ahead and close this. Okay, we have our narrator coming back here.
Hi there.
Now you can go ahead and start it up if you want.
Yep, we're gonna start around up.
Show them that what comes on here now.
Yeah, so there's the check engine light that comes on. We had it checked out and I was told it's due to the carburetor. See, as you see, it jumps right on. Ice cold air, need that in Florida. And then after a while, you'll see the check engine light that pops on. Should happen here any minute. In the meantime, I can show you some of the other features. We're gonna have automatic windows and doors. So this one works. This one up and down. This one up and down. And that one's a little sluggish. Some of these old windows kind of get sluggish, but they all work. And then what's really cool, of course, the rear window, which actually, the way it works is it actually goes down here and up here. Our cat snuck in, and there's not usually cats in this car. I think he just snuck in, now he's panicking. Let me let him out real quick, then we're gonna take this thing for a test drive. Come on, Hector. Hector's gonna be famous on YouTube now. Okay, so the rear-facing window works, the lighter works. Again, it's your standard lighter, and you push it in, and in a few minutes it'll pop out and it'll be nice and hot. Hope you don't smoke. This car actually wasn't smoked in, at least during the time I've owned it. Again, now you see the service engine soon light comes on. It works great, and like I said, they were saying it's due to the carburetor, so when you accelerate this car, there's a moment where you can kind of feel it doesn't have as much power, I guess, as it should. That's what I was told by the mechanic. But again, that's something that, you can always have checked out. All right, so now I'm going to drive with you in the car here, so you can kind of hear how the engine runs and can kind of sense how the sound is. And I got him out. So we're driving. I'm going to drive down the road and give you an idea of the feel. The steering is nice and easy. Nice power steering that works fantastically great. Again, a lot of this noise that you're hearing is the air conditioning. So I'm going to turn the air conditioning off so you can kind of hear the rich engine. Engine runs great. And you see, now that's the way to drive. That is luxury. I mean, look at this. You've got this nice big hood. And it's just, see the engine? Hope the sound comes through. It's really an amazing sound that you get from this car. Runs really, really good. Again, not too much else about the interior. I'm going to flip a U-wi here. You know, one other thing I should mention about just the turn radius of the car, it's fantastic. Even though it's pretty large, I mean, it's a huge vehicle, obviously, you're able to kind of turn on a dime. I'm actually just popping like a U-wi in the middle of this residential intersection, and, you know, I have a Hyundai Accent also, and it can't do that turn. So, also horn works great and sounds fantastic. Sounds like there's a train coming. I will tell you, anywhere you drive with this car, you will be noticed. People just love seeing the station wagon. It's just a behemoth of a car. They don't make them like this anymore. And every time I've brought it in for an oil change, the mechanics want to buy it. It's just something that they absolutely adore. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to show you the engine while it's running. Let me just pull back into the driveway here. All right. Here, though, it's a joy to drive. There's no doubt about it. All right, I'm going to leave the car running and pop the hood so you can see the engine when it's running. Got little details like this on the door, you know, it's just nice. All right, getting out of the car, pop the hood, hear that engine roar. And there it is. Again, pretty clean engine given the age and given that it, hasn't been restored very much. Brand new battery in there. There's a little age up here, but that's normal. Runs real nice. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the camera up so you can see me driving away with the car, because it kind of gives you an idea what the car looks like in transit. So let me find a suitable spot. My camera assistant had other duties to tend to. Alright, you're going to see me driving by in just a second, so hang tight and enjoy the nice view. I'm going to drive away and come back so you can kind of see the whole thing. Alright, well, there you have it. It pretty much makes any home look fantastic when it's parked in front of it. We have kept it in the carport for years now. And again, it's a great Sunday drive vehicle. We definitely drove it less than 5,000 miles a year. Let me show you. Look how good that looks. God, that's a beauty. Now also, I don't think I showed you all the roof. Something you should see, just to see the condition. Again, some of this might be just dirt. Most of it I think is, but it might be kind of baked in. Could definitely use a paint job. Alright. Yeah, any questions, just email us. Just gotta stand back and admire this thing. It's just beautiful. Anything?
How many movies has it been in?
That's a good question. Hard to keep track, but yeah, it's definitely a popular thing. So, all right, with that, yeah, beautiful 1986 Oldsmobile custom cruiser with rear-facing bench seat. Where do you find that? Where do you find that? You don't. You know what I mean? And most of these actually got destroyed in like demolition derbies and all kinds of other junk. You know, people don't value them, and now they do. Now they value them all of a sudden, and they're like, where can I find these, you know? Well, they're hard to find now. And I said, a lot of them, you know, were left to rot outside. Not this one. Look how clean that looks. It's like it's 1986 all over again. Just a beauty. All right, I think that's all we got here, so thanks for watching.